See, Red said she the modern day Boozy, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
What you think?
I mean, I feel like she gave me my flowers, like I say. Like, I feel like she really gave me my flowers because Sexy Red from the loop.
Mm-hmm.
See, Red said she the modern day Boozy, man.
She kind of right. Because people respect my ratchetness. You might not like it, but you respect it. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not trying to be somebody. I'm not.
That's 22nd, we at the Boozy Bash. I need all the out because Big Sexy, I'm coming to see all the babies. I love the bring the Boozy. I know Boozy can bring through.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that pussy can.
Word on the street is Boozy's private business just got blown wide open, and now that the tape is out, he can't run from it anymore. He's spiraling, and it's all because folks believe he hooked up with none other than Sexy Red and didn't. Walk away unscathed. Now let's rewind a bit. This all kicked off when Boozy was caught looking way too thrilled during a run-in with Sexy Red. She pulled up rocking a wild skin-tight fit, so tight that her entire outline was showing front and center. People didn't even need to squint. It was right there, and Boozy lit up like it was Christmas morning. Next thing you know, fans started connecting the dots. Some even claimed that the look on his face wasn't just surprise, but guilt. And once that tape started making rounds, everything changed. The rumors exploded. People are now saying that whatever went down between Boozy and Sexy Red didn't end well, especially for Boozy. Now here's where it gets real wild. There's already been quiet talk behind the scenes that Sexy Red might have allegedly passed something onto him, just like she's rumored to have done to a few others. Boozy hasn't confirmed anything, but his recent social media meltdown, let's just say, it ain't helping his case. From the moment he laid eyes on her that night, his vibe completely shifted. He couldn't stop staring, cheesing, and hyping her up. But now, he's scrambling, deleting tweets, and going quiet. Classic.
Boost bad, Sexy Red, bad ass. Don't play no game.
Don't play with
it's
us.
A party, and we turn it all the way.
It's a gangster party, bitch.
It's a gangster party. Get your shit together. Titties out.
This wasn't just Boozy sneaking a harmless peek. Nah, that man was staring like he'd already sampled the menu. Folks clocked that look instantly. It was giving flashbacks, not first impressions, and that's when the messiness hit level 10. Now here's where it gets grimy. Word on the block is that Sexy Red might have gotten a little payback after Boozy tried to act like he never messed with her, allegedly. And this is all from street whispers. She decided to teach him a lesson for denying their whole situation, and not in a classy way either. People are saying she burned him on purpose. Yep, they're calling it the gift that keeps on giving. And not in a good way. Now look, Boozy's got a wild mouth, and you already know he wasn't going to admit to getting caught up with Sexy Red like that, but some folks think he tried to play her, and she flipped the whole script on him. And it doesn't help that Sexy Red's name has already been floating around in some sketchy conversations. There have been claims that she was seen linked up with Gucci Third Leg, the same dude people have been accusing of passing around infections like it's a mixtape. That alone had folks side-eyeing her moves heavy. So when Boozy popped up looking stressed and ducking questions, the timeline went into full conspiracy mode. If she was connected to him and he was out here acting reckless, it didn't take long for people to start saying, oh yeah, she's out here spreading more than
You are an OnlyFans star?
Yes.
What happened between you and Gucci Third Leg?
I wouldn't test positive for HSV2 unless you had HSV2. If you gave me HSV1 genitally, I would test positive for HSV1, but just have it in my genitals. But I don't have HSV1, I have HSV.
Now, listen, the latest word on the street, Boozy might be heading to the clinic real soon, and if that's true, that's a hard L to take. No coming back from that one. And let's not forget, this ain't even the first time folks started side-eyeing him and Sexy Red. There's history. Remember when Sexy Red posted that now infamous pic in bed with a mystery dude rocking an ankle monitor? Yeah, that photo went viral in minutes, and the entire internet swore it was Boozy laid up next to her. She didn't even try to keep it subtle. Captioned it with, "I like messing with drillers and dreadhead kings," quoting her own song, Shake Your Dreads. If that ain't obvious, then what is? fans went into full detective mode, trying to match the ankle monitor to Boozy's past court situations. And look, the energy was matching, but Boozy wasn't letting that slide. He hopped straight on X, formerly Twitter, mad as ever, saying, "I'm blocking anybody tagging me in that pic with sexy red. That's not even my ankle size or color." He tried to shut it down fast and even added that he was on vacation with his daughter during the time that photo dropped. But let's keep it real. People weren't buying that explanation one bit, especially since Boozy's worn an ankle monitor. Before, the math wasn't mathing. Now, if you're still thinking that this whole sexy red-burned Boozy story sounds like a reach, wait till you hear this, because she's already been called out before by her own ex. Yep, just a few months back, Sexy Red's ex-boyfriend jumped online and exposed her like never before. This man came with full receipts, claiming she gave him an STD and didn't even tell him about her condition until after the fact. He was hot, straight up confronted her on a recorded phone call, yelling, "Do all your guys know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you're burning? Or do you lie like you did to me?" And let me tell you, he wasn't whispering. He was furious, loud, and made it clear he felt played. Can't get rid of that. If you're somebody that got this while they're having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract. Why are you lying? Do all your herr-tetin know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you're burning, or do you lie to them like you did me? And when that audio clip hit the internet, it was game over. The streets started watching Sexy Red like a hawk after that phone call dropped. But knowing her, she wasn't about to sit back and let folks run wild with the rumors without saying something. She jumped online and hit back quick, posting, "It's not true. You'll believe anything on this app." But let's be real. After hearing that man go off on her like that, the internet wasn't having it. The comments were already flying, and by then, the damage was already done. People started pulling receipts, connecting dots, and digging deeper into her past. And the picture wasn't looking good. Because when you really look at it, Boozy's situation ain't even the only one raising red flags. Her own ex already exposed her once, and honestly, that wasn't even the first time she got caught up. See, Sexy Red kind of exposed herself too, and she did it publicly with no hesitation. She literally said some things out loud that most people wouldn't even whisper. That's right, she confessed on camera, and folks haven't forgotten it. Flashback to June 2023, when she sat down on Angela Ye's lip service podcast and Woo, she said way too much. She didn't hold back at all. She straight up admitted she caught chlamydia. Not once, but twice, like it was nothing. According to her, she had broken things off with her man because he was out here doing dirt. They both moved on, started hooking, up with other people, and then decided to spin the block and get back together. But when they reconnected, something felt off. And that's when things took a wild turn. They went to the doctor together just to be safe, and boom, they both tested positive. Her words, not rumors. So then we both went to the doctor. Yeah, we went to the doctor together, and then we both was like, "Well, you two people." And he's like, "You two people too." Now look, everybody slips up sometimes. We're all human. But once you start stacking up all this wild behavior side by side, the picture that's forming ain't looking good at all. And by now, you really got to ask, how did Boozy not catch on to all this mess? Like, come on, the signs were everywhere. Maybe he was too distracted by the fact that Sexy Red always called herself the female Boozy. She stayed comparing her wild energy to his like they were cut from the same cloth. So maybe he just thought she was on his level and wasn't reading between the lines. But the streets, they've been talking. And it's not just about who Sexy Red's been out here messing with, it's about how she's been smelling too. Yeah, it just got that real. Chicago rapper Vonov 1700 came out of nowhere and dropped a stank bomb on the timeline that had everybody gagging. He claimed that after linking up with Sexy Red, he literally couldn't scrub the smell off, even after hopping in the shower. He claimed that he heard about her, rubbing her feet. Yeah, Cause you rubbed her feet don't mean you're up, and while folks online have been whispering and side-eyeing, Lord Jamar came through and said the quiet part out loud, and it had everybody looking sideways. According to him, Sexy Red ain't just out here wilding on her own. She's actually part of something bigger and darker going on in the industry. He flat out claimed that the powers behind the scenes are pushing her heavy because she represents everything toxic about where the culture is heading. They're rewarding the lowest of the low. Sexy Red looks like the type where you walk in the room and something already smells off. And listen, it only gets messier from here because that wasn't even the wildest thing Lord Jamar had to say. This man went on to claim he actually saw a video where Sexy Red flat out admitted that her stuff didn't smell right, like she owned it. Now, whether that video even exists or it's just street talk spinning out of control, Jamar said it like it was solid truth. He was standing on it. He believes Sexy Red might be an industry plant. Yep, according to him, she's been carefully positioned by higher-ups in the game to push a toxic narrative. And that had everyone going, hold up, what? Why Chief Keef, though? The moment she dropped his name, folks started putting the puzzle pieces together real fast. Sexy Red hopped back on IG with even more heat this time. She was rocking Chief Keef's chain again, but it wasn't just around her neck. Nope. Sis took that chain and tucked it in her panties like she was staking her claim. And while Chief Keef stayed mostly silent, he did pull up to her music video shoot looking real comfortable. That kind of move ain't just business. It was, giving entanglement energy for real. And now that everything's spilled out in the open, it's not hard to see why Boozy's been spiraling lately. From the whispers in the streets to straight-up video receipts, dude's whole vibe has changed. Insiders are saying it's not just from the gossip, it's that leaked footage that's got him shook to his core. That clip hit the net like a grenade. No more speculation, no more rumors. Now people got visuals. Getting caught up with Sexy Red at a time when her name is bouncing from one scandal to the next? That's a bad look for anybody, but especially Boozy, who already stays in hot water. That silence says everything. Word is, he's feeling the heat heavy and might even be considering laying low for a minute. And let's be honest, linking up with someone who's got headlines about STDs, wild hookups, and social media chaos, that's the kind of drama most folks would run from, not fall into. Now I gotta ask, what do you think is really going on? Was Boozy messing with Sexy Red on the low this whole time? Do you believe the STD rumors have some truth to them, or is it just folks trying to tear her down? And most importantly, do you think that leaked clip really exposed more than people were ready for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I know this one got you all thinking, and before you slide out, like, hit that subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss what's coming next.